I'll wait till we get some people in the live stream first, though. Because everybody's waiting for this.
Yeah. Corunna City Hall meeting addressing Chief Churros. I'm live.
All right, this is Michigan Constitutional Crusader over here at the Community Center in Corunna. Getting ready to walk into the City of Corunna Council meeting. Over here with Frickin' Media, Michigan Watcher, and Eyes on Corruption. And we're going to walk inside and speak our minds.
Tree in the front. That's 3,200.
How do I go about being able to speak? What's that? All right, thank you.
The first table with an agenda, if you want a copy of that.
Okay.
So for entrance in the parade, we haven't had lots so far because of COVID, but we're still gonna have the parade. So come on out. Animated displays. 50 or 60, well not including the deer. There's at least 60 displays out there. 35 deer, but the computerized tree. It's in memory of her son that passed away when he was 3 years old. It's going to have a gentleman who goes across the country, across the United States, program shows on them. Come up and animate on it. I've never seen it.
Breaking the flosses make a shadow puppet when they're not using the. That's hilarious. A shadow puppet when they're not using the projector. one of my live feed watch.
And then we'll do, you can actually even, I don't know if we'll have it this year, but you can see the radio station too. Or music.
All right, and the poll is prepared to swear in our re-elect.
Yes.
Okay, next on the agenda. A lot of people here tonight. Where you live. And this is citizens. You can make comments, but we will not answer. They can hear you.
Completely. Don't see here and past that. I have to say.
Joe, do you have any business? Set agenda. Discharge. Discharge Chief Sherrills. Comment? Roll call, please.
Delmer? Yes.
We are left with Jason Switzer. Resumes. And that you guys nomination. Yes.
I want to speak to this real quickly because Spencer, some of you may have not. We have continues to serve as a reserve for the functions. With the pending, we have a little more process and time to look at billing. To get that billed so that it can keep our department moving forward in a positive. Relationships are just vital as an officer. And relationships in the city of Corunna successful, and we're going to continue to use improvement. Relationships, I'm referring to relationships, our relationships with other law enforcement counties in the state.
business community. Relationships. I am Spencer, I call Chief Mark Spencer. 9 years has design games. Spoken. Feel very. Chief Spencer coming on board. There's actually, and he's the only full total part-time force. Part-timers. The benefit here is we're giving 2 full-timers underneath. He works with a part-time administrative assistant, so his office staff. He works with a part-time administrative assistant, so his office staff, administrative is a 2-day-a-week employee in games, and she was hired here. Administrative assistant, so he'd be stepping right into the office. And we have the intention of moving her to 3 hours. For those of you that Lisa's not coming back, so Lisa, who's been one of our partner administrative assistants, and then wintering in Florida. Lisa's not coming back, so Lisa, who's been one of our partner administrative assistants, and then wintering in Florida. The back and forth season with us. She knocks that to us a good month or 2 with Hannah, our new administrative assistant, and she will continue her work with games because we don't have a full-time position. In the future, I'll try to work with Mr. Spencer. I think he'll do a great job. Our employees, with our department heads, with our police officers.
How's his relationship with the community?
There's been police village that was proposed as nothing that we have both the as well as the one interesting dynamic that villages are part of the township. We're independent of the relationship, with both the village and the township.
Outside.
Consider.
I have not met with them. I have considered them.
they all have strengths, they all have weaknesses. Better serve
Static recording. I didn't bring my other phone in with me, and I just wasn't taking it out. I thought we'd have a signal in there, but as you can see, they've got it fortified with anti-cell service.
They had
in
free
there.
Wi-Fi. I didn't even see it until it was already recording.
Oh, they had free Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we should have hooked up with that before, but who knows how reliable that would have been.
So anyways, they had that on the agenda to terminate him immediately.
They said without cause.
Yeah.
Was it to terminate him immediately?
Yeah.
So it was. So they've just terminated.
They were already talking about the new chief they're hiring too.
Well, I know, but I thought maybe that was because he put in his retirement papers last month.
No, they're talking about him ending it right now.
Oh, they are. So they're talking about firing him right now.
They already did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They already did, didn't they?
Well, they
I
brought it
couldn't
up,
tell
but they
for
haven't
sure.
discussed it yet.
Yeah,
No, they had
No,
a
they've
second
already-
on it. It was already seconded for him to be gone.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
So
done
he's
good.
fired then.
He's done.
So you heard it, guys. He's fired.
So the
The
chief
city
is
council brought it
fired.
up first thing. I thought it was over his
So if you
retirement.
guys don't think that activism makes any kind of...
Yeah, we're FOIA requesting everything for Conejo Valley from the state police and the Corunna PD. Those were submitted today. They have 10 days to either respond to this information or ask for a 30-day extension.
I'm gonna hang out here and wait for that mayor to come out so I can talk to him. Make sure I heard this right.
I don't know if it's the building or what they've done, but he was let go without
Cause.
right?
Yep.
So he was let go, terminated without cause. Does that mean he still gets paid?
I'm not sure. That's why I want to discuss it with the mayor as soon
Right,
as
that's
he's
why we're
done with the
gonna stand out
meeting.
here and wait a minute, right?
Yep.
Until
Well,
this is
terminated
over?
without cause means they've just decided to get rid of him. They don't have to have cause.
Right, no, they don't
Right.
have to have
'Cause it's
cause, but that
without
does
cause.
mean he's fired.
Yeah,
That does mean he's fired, so not
without
retired, but
cause.
fired.
I mean, they
Because according to the retirement,
What
that
they
was
should-
going to be effective, what, January 1st?
didn't
Yep.
want to bring the
Okay.
cause into the record.
Right, yeah, they didn't want the calls in.
I
this
brought the
record.
cause in the record though.
Yeah, he did. He
Oh,
brought
you
the
did.
calls in. He went up there and told them what the chief did.
I don't know if any of you could hear that, but
I did. I could hear it, but it was real. Everybody was talking really low, so I doubt the camera picked up hardly anything
Right.
Any kind
from
of,
in there.
record. They try to.
Well, if he isn't fired, he's released. He's let go. He's no longer the chief.
Yeah, he's gone.
By order of the city council. So he's going to have a new boss come Monday.
Yeah,
or
we need more people
tomorrow
here.
or
We need
Wednesday,
people
whenever they do
just,
it. Who knows? But they already had another. They already had another chief lined up due to the retirement he put in for. So he's going to become chief a little faster now.
yeah, the guy is coming from the Gaines Police Department.
Oh,
he was the
Gaines
chief there.
Fish and Wildlife.
No, the Gaines, Michigan.
Oh, Gaines.
Yes.
Gaines. Gains.
Yeah, it's a little tiny town.
little tiny town. So he'll still have that small town tyrant mentality. So
Let's hope not.
We'll definitely be coming back to Corunna to keep our eyes on this new chief to make sure that he is compliant to the Constitution, to make sure he is not a tyrant, to make sure that he does give a fuck about the rights of his citizens, fellow Americans,
Well, this
fellow
one is
humans.
eyes on corruption and then
Lewis, I requested at the meeting that he be terminated and his pension
his
be taken away
his
too.
pension might be protected,
Michigan.
but when Michigan Constitutional Crusader gets done suing him in civil lawsuit, he's not going to have a pension. It's all going to be his.
take his little cabin up north too.
His little cabin, his boat, his house, everything.
And when you file a
will be
lawsuit
civilly
on
liable.
him, make sure
His
you
one, he's not a
make
cop,
sure
he's
you
not
file a
fixing to not be
lien on
cop
all his
anymore.
shit.
But when he did do it,
so you can't sell
he threw his
anything.
qualified
Right.
immunity
Freezes
out the
that.
window
When
when he
you
told
get a
Michigan
lawsuit going,
Constitutional
you can do that.
Crusader that he didn't give a fuck about his rights and he was going to do what he wanted to do anyway. So qualified immunity is gone. He will be personally liable for this lawsuit, as well may be the city.
Yeah, and his little dog too.
But they're trying to distance themselves from the lawsuit, as you can already see by letting him go tonight.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. that
It's
they-
too late for that.
That's awesome, but yeah, we're gonna hang out here. We're gonna see if we can catch some of these council members coming out, because I want them to clarify for the record exactly what was the result and outcome for Chief Chiros.
They'll be
I wanna
in there
know
for another 2
exactly
hours.
what
They're
happened.
Talking about.
I want to know details.
No, I don't
Was
think
he
they'll be in there
you
that
say he
long.
was let go without cause?
The agenda
Does that
list
mean he
isn't
got
that
the
long.
job immediately, and the new chief.
I figure maybe an hour they'll be in there.
Is that what that means? Or does that mean he'll leave at his leisure and take his pension with him? We want to know. Yes, thank you, Main Street. So we're gonna hang out and wait for this meeting to adjourn and for them to come out, and then we're gonna see if we can get some of them on record, giving us the details of exactly.
Sorry, I had to put my coat back on.
The very first thing that they want.
Yeah, the chief said I'm gonna learn. Well, look who's getting a lesson. It ain't me.
We had 3 separate donations from people all across the country. One was in Tennessee,
Still trying to get clarity on that, Lanley.
Texas.
We're waiting for council members to come out of the meeting so we can ask them to clarify it for us. I don't know if they live streamed it. You'd have to look on their
And they've been giving us
City of Corunna website.
every time we're out there, they bring us a free pizza. Doing their-
I can't believe nobody else wanted to get up and say anything in there.
Yeah, everybody that was who came.
I expected somebody to, even if it was nothing to do with the chief, has something to say.
No, they do, this is just this is something just like a motion they go through
Every month or
every.
2 months,
Probably
whatever.
Most of it's about a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Who's gonna have their name on their car and blah, 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 blah.
That guy in the flannel right there, that's the mayor. Sitting right there. So that's the guy we're wanting to talk to. And that police officer right there was very cordial when I talked to him.
Yeah, he seemed nice.
And he was amused by the comment about go make shadow puppets when they're not using the projector. He thought that was amusing.
Oh, not with the guys freezing my ass off.
International attention, not just national attention.
Yep, international attention.
I'm sure somebody down there in that meeting is probably a member of the mainstream media too.
Probably.
Whether it be a paper reporter or
there with a camera and looked like a mainstream media camera.
right.
So he was in there at the beginning for a little bit and then he left.
Okay.
So I don't know. All right. Well, so we're waiting for the mayor.
Yep. That's who I want to talk to is the mayor. Oh, on the other side of the building, there were porta potties over there, but I'm not sure if they're still there.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
I mean, there's bathrooms right there, but they might be shut down for the winter already. Straight out on the other side of that parking lot.
Closer going this way or
Probably about the same. Yeah, I wish I'd have had a second phone to static record it. I forgot to bring a second phone. What's that?
It looks like two people's leaving.
All right. Well, good. We'll catch them as they come out and get their response. How's it going?
I'm all right.
Got a minute to speak to me about what the chief did?
No, thank you.
All right. Here, will you take one of these? Here you go, sir.
I have one on my desk in the newsroom.
All right. Oh, that's right. I was a little nervous going up there.
I've always been a bit horrible with public speaking, I hear you.
I was even horrible during my classes at Northwood University. Because I hold a master's degree in business administration.
Nice.
I'm not some dumb auditor. Did I understand that correctly? They're terminating his employment today?
Immediately.
Good. Okay. So there you go. The news media guy that I had an interview with earlier confirmed that he is terminated immediately, guys. And the new chief from Gaines, Michigan will be starting tomorrow probably.
Interim until they conduct.
Interim? Okay. Thanks, because I was waiting around to get clarity on that because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. Well, all my followers look like they're very happy about that. See, so that just goes to show you guys you can make a change. You just got to get off your butt and make it happen. Don't just wait for the change, be the change. Eyes. He just confirmed he's terminated as of tonight.
Oh, okay. Who is that?
He doesn't want to be on camera.
Josh, I prefer not to be on camera.
Oh, okay, Josh, thank you.
He's the one I interviewed with earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did my phone go black?
Your battery die?
No idea. Phone, the screen just went black.
Huh.
Something about this building. Something about the building here.
Huh.
Scanning me out.
Oh, I will. I'll get better equipment real soon. Compliments of the chief. So that's the guy from the Argus Press that I interviewed with earlier.
That guy there?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on camera, but he confirmed they terminated the chief as of tonight.
Okay.
And the guy from Gaines that's going to be the interim chief until they make sure everything's copacetic
with him and then making the permanent chief.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard it, guys, from Michigan Constitutional Crusader. That guy right there is from the Argus Press?
Yep.
Argus Press, who has done stories before on the Corunna PD. And he says that that he was fired, and the new interim chief will be Chief Schwartz until they officially make him the permanent chief. So there you guys have it live on frickin' media. We made a change here, because had we not come out here and protested, I bet they wouldn't have fired him.
I have a feeling that ain't over. That's my card.
All right, thank
Call me
you.
anytime.
I appreciate
Will do.
you, man.
You're welcome.
He said, "What's not over? The
This-
lawsuit.
this whole
this
whole
whole
thing,
ordeal's not
yeah.
over yet.
You're damn right it's
I
not
hope
over.
they charge him and put him in jail, bro.
I hope so too.
Yeah, he needs to be arrested
Yeah.
tonight.
So for all of those who aren't abreast of
Yeah,
this
now that he's
situation,
terminated,
now
they
that
need to
he's
send the
fired-
state police over there and arrest his ass.
That's right. He's fired now. That has been confirmed by the Argus Press that he was fired.
Hey, I know. Let's go to
Now
Swartz Creek and
comes-
put him under citizen's arrest.
You can't.
Why not?
Not a felony.
Yeah, it is. It's a federal offense.
Yeah.
It's deprivations of
Yeah,
rights.
It is a felony.
It would be a federal
Title
felony, wouldn't
18,
it?
Yeah.
Deprivation
C
under-
242,
under
life
deprivation-
imprisonment or the
deprivation of rights
death
under
penalty.
color law, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes, it is.
he is fired. He's not retired. He was fired.
And he could get him.
So I think that means he loses his pension.
241 charge for conspiring with those other cops.
Well, all I know is
And
he was
kidnapping.
fired, so that's
Yeah.
step 1. Now comes step 2. Hopefully, the sheriff of Shiawassee County, in coordination with the Shiawassee County prosecutor, will bring charges against this chief, arrest him and jail him, and put him before a judge. And then it goes from there, and then they will have their lawsuit. He will go after his pension and everything he owns.
Sun Lakes, Arizona, I think with him being
Young
fired,
Covering
he
America,
loses
that's
his
right.
benefits.
He needs to file, well, what you need to do is you need to contact the state police and try to file charges, or contact the FBI and try to file charges and record it. Make sure you record the phone call
Right.
when you try to file charges, because they're going to try and brush you off and tell you you can't. But you can. The man was fired for it.
Right.
So now you need to charge him.
Freaking media is live right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see the termination papers. That would be awesome. But hopefully they'll be up soon. We'll be able to FOIA request that information. Do I got Eric Brandt in here? What's up, Eric Brandt?
Seen y'all up here, so I figured I'd come up here. The same thing happened to me, but even worse.
Oh, really? Hold on, we gotta jump out here, guys.
What's
Oh,
that?
it was a while ago. I don't even know
So-
think this dude was chief, but I did 3 days and 3 nights in the jail up there while they took drugs to Lansing, what they said were drugs, because they said I had ecstasy.
Wow.
And his partner, well, actually, I think they were just going to lunch, flat out said, that's not ecstasy. I know he knew it wasn't ecstasy.
Right.
They were system cleaning pills.
Here you go.
Okay. So what was the end result of it? Did you get charged? Did you get let go?
Oh, it wasn't ecstasy after 3 days and 3 nights, and they sent it all the way to the Lansing Capitol Lab
To be
get
tested.
the results back.
And it wasn't
They're like,
ecstasy,
"Oh,
and they let
okay,
you go.
You can
Wow.
go.
Eric Brandt, Eyes on Corruption, brother. You want to sing it? Eric Brandt's in my stream.
Oh yeah?
Yes, he
Eric.
is.
This one's for you, Eric. Happy, 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 fuck the cops day. It's every day of the week.
Yeah, I didn't
This
even
is
hear
how
about
we
this
keep
until
them
I seen you guys
away.
screaming,
It's
and I'm like,
justice
fuck, I gotta go down
that
there
we
just to fucking
see.
say that, because
Olay!
Yeah.
I didn't
Hey!
think that shit like that was still happening.
for
I
you,
mean, they
Eric.
got rid of,
So we
we
got
had a
this
cop
chief
named
fired,
Kim
guys.
Williams that
He's
used to be a
gone.
total douche.
He is
Right.
fired.
And after he was
As of tonight, he
gone,
is
you know, it kind of got
relieved
a
of
little
his
bit better.
position.
You didn't hear
There will be
those
a new
stories.
interim
Right.
Chief,
But
Chief Schwartz from Gaines, Michigan.
Well, thank you for your support.
Yes, Chief Churros out, guys.
So we exacted change here in
We've been
Corunna.
out here 2 days in a row. Well, not in a row. Saturday and today. That's all it took. But we're not done with Corunna. We're going to make sure this new chief is not a tyrant like Chief Cheerios. I promise you.
This is what it's all about,
Make
folks.
sure that he respects
Exacting
the rights of the
change.
Citizens of not only Corunna, Michigan, but the United States as a whole. Hopefully, the sheriff, in coordination with the prosecuting attorney, will now bring charges against this chief, put him in jail so he knows what it feels like, and put him before a judge to answer for these charges.
So we're out here in
No, popular boy, those are federal crimes.
Right? You need to send U.S. Marshals after him. The FBI needs to do their job.
U.S. Code 18242 and 241.
Angel can see. I gotta pay for the copyrights to the song. We
And
love
I'm
that
sure there's
song.
some other codes we could
Yes,
throw
the
out there
Department
too.
of HHS is corrupt. We have already encountered that today with some of the officers who didn't want to ID themselves by name and badge number. And they did not want to comment on their chief.
At least now the
understand
community
that.
can rest
You are
easy
your
that that tyrant is
your own
gone.
opinion. However, you can identify yourself by name and badge number. And after all, that is how they start out being tyrants. First, it's, I don't have to tell a citizen my name and badge number. And then it's, I don't have to respect that citizen's rights, or I can plant evidence on that guy if I don't like him. So we're here to make a change. And we have succeeded thus far.
Done him
We have
wrong,
gotten
too.
rid of Chief Cheerios, whatever his name is. I like to call him Chief Cheerio. And, because he's about as fruity as a loop. And so we are here at the Corunna City Hall meeting.
That guy in the plaid, that's the mayor.
The guy in the plaid is the mayor right there at the left.
Yeah, straight ahead all the way
I
against the
gotcha.
wall there.
Okay.
In the center table.
Yep.
I'd like to talk to him after this meeting's over.
I can't even feel my finger.
Well, Richard Lloyd, we're trying to put a stop to that bubble. And like the housing bubble, And all the other stock market bubbles, they always pop, don't they? Well, we're going to pop this bubble around these police and let them know. They are not sovereign. They are not above the law. We will come for your job. We will come for your pension.
So if you guys
You will be held accountable. So be good,
Here.
for goodness sake.
I know I'm going to buy 100 copies of the Argus Press when it comes out.
Yeah, I gotta get a copy of the Argus Press when it comes out with this story. That's for sure. Absolutely. And I'll be bringing that to my page. It's their policy, STD 58. When you become a cop, you agree to a department's policy or code of conduct, and that department's policy or code of conduct states that they must identify by name and badge number. Is it a crime? No, it's not a crime, but it is a violation of their own policy or code of conduct, and if they're willing to violate that, what else are they willing to violate? That's where it starts.
That's right. It was the chief that learned the hard way. He didn't want to listen to someone who knew his
local
rights,
media,
and now he
we
knows.
just had Argus Press here. Argus Press confirmed to us that the chief was fired. Argus Press has covered a couple other stories pertaining to Corunna PD.
Yeah, I
And
interviewed with that guy earlier
Channel
today.
5 out of Flint. Channel 5 out of Flint has contacted Michigan Constitutional Crusader.
No, I contacted
Oh, you
them.
contacted them?
I haven't heard a response back
Oh,
yet.
okay. I got you. So whether it makes mainstream media or not, it doesn't matter. We affected the change, and that shows. Will mainstream media report on this? Probably not. But it will be in the Argus Press. So there's a start. At least it's not just on YouTube.
It's
making
kind of
it
mainstream.
it's getting there. Well, yeah, I guess it would be mainstream because
Yeah.
YouTube is mainstream. And between all the mirrors, 30-something mirrors that your video has been shown, how many views combined has your video
Over
seen?
150,000 views.
Oh, over 100 a total of everybody
Yeah.
that's mirrored at
Yep.
least, at least,
If not more.
if not more.
Yep.
Not counting Facebook and other social media.
Oh
that
yeah, because it's all
on.
over Facebook locally too.
Yeah. So it's definitely been seen, and it's been seen around the world. So
And we had awesome support from the community members here too.
that's right.
There was a few that didn't like it, but most
Right.
of them were thumbs up, honking,
Yep,
waving.
Yep. Most of the community had seen the video, and they was as outraged as the rest of us, and they supported us. Main Street Pizza supplied pizza to us twice, and then we had some of our viewers call into Main Street Pizza and donated. There was three people, one guy from Texas, Tennessee, and Atlanta, all called up to Main Street Pizza and donated $50 to the pizza place to give us gift certificates so we could get food. And right, pissed off handicapped guy. They need to put their Facebook page back up. That is destruction of public records. I agree totally. So we need to get access to their Facebook page as well. But like I said, we've got somebody on FOIA requests who is extremely well at his job. So those FOIA requests will be coming. If they was sent out today, they have 10 days to either respond with the records or ask for a 30-day extension. After that 30 days, they must provide the records. Yes, Epic Cop Watch, he got fired. Right, Corunna, how ironic, isn't it? Yes, lawsuits will be coming. What's up, Joe Cool? What's up, my brother? We got the chief fired, bro. We're at the city council meeting here in Corunna, and the first order of business that they took up was the immediate termination without cause of Chief Cheros. And it was confirmed by, Argus Press,
Yep.
who was also inside there. He confirmed with us that yes, the chief was fired, and there will be a new interim chief coming in from Gaines, Michigan, named Chief Schwartz will be the new chief here in Corunna. Can you two? I've never been about Trumpism. I'm about freedom. Anti-science, you call science, I call pseudoscience, whatever. You wear a mask if you want. I won't judge you for it. I won't wear a mask, and don't judge me for it.
Here's a good comment. As soon as
Thank
you
you,
don't see
Jakar.
the mayor anymore, you got enough guys cover all the exits.
Right.
Make sure you get to
That's
talk to
right.
them.
That's right. That's right. We're waiting right now. We're waiting for the city council meeting to end, and we're going to see if we can get some of these city council members on the record in an interview to clarify exactly what the outcome of Chief Chero's was. Yeah, there should be state and federal charges against this chief, and we're going to pursue those. Like I said just a little bit ago, Michigan Constitutional Crusader has been on the phone with the sheriff of Shiawassee County, and it has been rumored, at this point it's just a rumor, that the sheriff of Shiawassee County, along with the coordination of the prosecuting attorney, are looking at bringing
he's sitting in the back of the truck.
against this sheriff. So we
He
will
says,
keep
"Let
you
me out."
apprised to that as the information comes available to us. This is far from over. Just like the reporter from Argus Press said, that this is far from over.
Uh-oh, you let the prisoner escape.
So there is more to come. All right. So now that we've got him fired, then we're gonna try to get him charged, and he can go sit in the jail, and he can have his rights violated.
Oh, no, he'll actually get rights.
Right, he'll actually get
He'll
rights.
get
more,
rights
more
even
than what
if-
he gave him, yeah.
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
But, he's going to have his freedom violated, just like he violated so many other people's freedoms unlawfully.
Butthole's gonna get.
But his is going to be completely lawful.
He's going to learn. We're not done. We're talking about hopefully criminal charges, hopefully civil lawsuit. Hopefully, by the time Michigan Constitutional Crusader is done with this man, that he will be in a poorhouse. He will not have a home. He will not have worldly possessions. He will not have a pension. Hopefully, he's sitting in a cell somewhere.
Why did the chief's mustache twitch so much?
We're out here. We're trying to make that change.
I don't know. Maybe my mustache scared him. Mine's bigger.
I honestly didn't expect him to get fired tonight, but he did. I expected these people to try to sweep it under the rug, cover it up for him, and this, that, and the other, and wait him out until retirement came in January. But they didn't. They fired him. And they're bringing in a new chief. So
Timmy Lloyd says we violated the chief's butthole.
we violated the chief's leather Cheerio.
Well, his address is on the chats. You guys should
been
send
on
him.
mine, too.
You
His
should
address-
send him a whole box of Preparation H.
Yeah, yeah. Send him a whole box through FedEx. Whole box of Preparation H. And tell him who it's from.
Right?
That's what I would do.
There you go.
He's gonna need it where he's going.
No, he has no qualified immunity. He's not even a cop anymore.
And,
Okay?
and somebody send him some soap on a rope and some anal lube.
That, yeah. Okay, so send him some KY, soap on a rope, and a whole case of Preparation H. Bareback the blue. Bareback the blue for real. Bareback the blue for real. Them inmates will have a whole lot of fun with Chief Cheerio.
Where are you at, Timmy Lloyd? I forgot already. It's been a busy day.
It's been a busy day. So, yay, we got this guy fired, guys. Hooray for the Constitution. Hooray
Hi,
for
two white
justice.
guys from Canada.
Eric says
Pete Powell, appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much.
Eric says his singing telegrams did the trick.
The singing telegrams did the trick.
Yeah, let me see what he.
Timmy says
I see.
Bubba can
Let's
ride
go
his
on it.
twitchy mustache.
My singing telegrams were effective.
Hey, Bloodline.
He probably caught up and did singing telegrams.
Yeah. Oh, he called them and done singing telegrams? Nice. So Eric Brandt.
I hope you were recording those.
Singing telegrams. That is legendary.
They
There you
always
go,
are
breaking the fall,
effective,
that's
Eric.
No, he got himself fired. He will not be.
So there you have it,
seeing
guys.
this county over. Because like I said,
We
if you
stood
missed it, I'm
strong
gonna say it
and we
again.
made the change happen.
The sheriff of Shiawassee
You
County,
can do that too.
which is the county in which Corunna sits, has been talking with the
I'm
prosecuting
going to flip this
attorney,
back around now.
considering the chief. So,
Bareback the blue.
bareback the blue. So,
Bareback the blue.
so, if that be the case, he will be facing criminal charges at
Come on now, you
state
don't
level,
want to
if not a
disrupt
federal
the
level,
meeting.
and he will be civilly liable. So this is far from over for
You
this
don't want
guy.
the officer
It's
to
just
come out
getting
and get you
started.
for disorderly conduct or
No,
something.
I'll
That's
run
one
this way,
down,
he'll
Kingdom
get you.
Watchman. That's right. That's one down, and it's a good start. This happened Friday. Saturday, we were here in Corunna protesting. Sunday, we took the day off. We were back out here today, and now here at the city council meeting, Chief Cheros was fired. He is no longer chief. New interim chief will be Chief Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you.
The local newspaper is reporting, but I didn't see any actual news media as far as television news.
No, there's not been any mainstream television coverage. They've kept it quiet as best they could. They can't control Facebook other than
No, when he said "fuck your rights,"
and they can't.
he
control
lost his
YouTube.
immunity.
The power all of us have, the power all of you out there in Chatland have. I heard today they had something like 15,000 complaints at the police department because of everybody in Chatland calling these tyrants up and complaining. 15,000 complaints over this chief.
This is
That
a
phenomenal,
20,000
guys.
pound
That's
ball
epic.
rolling down a hill.
That's
It ain't gonna stop rolling.
That is epic. 15,000 complaints on to the police station.
I know, right?
That's crazy. And that's all because of everybody out there watching these streams.
Everybody
Supporting
keeps
this
talking
community.
about get your money, get your money. That's not what this is about, people.
This ain't about money. It has nothing
Always
to
talk
do with
about
money.
That's all people have.
That's all everybody cares about is money, man. We don't do this for money. We do this because we can make a difference and we want our rights. I want my children to have their rights. I don't want them growing up in a Nazi America. I want them growing up in America, land of the free, home of the brave, not home of the free, land of the free, home of the slave, America. America. Yes, Chief Churros. His just dessert was getting fired from his jobs for saying he don't give a fuck about our rights.
Oh, it's already posted on the Argus Press website that Churros terminated.
Nice, nice. Already on Argus Press's website. Already that he was terminated. Here comes somebody that was talking. Hey, would you care to make a comment to the media?
No, sir.
How
What
about you?
Would you care to make a comment to the media
About Chief Churros?
about Chief Churros?
They got rid of him.
They fired
Yeah.
him, right?
Smeltzer from Gaines is taking over.
Schwartz from
Yep.
Gaines
Here
or
you go,
Smeltzer?
bud.
Smeltzer.
Smeltzer?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, great. That's what we was here for, man.
Make sure you read that so you know your rights.
I know them all. Trust me.
That's awesome,
I
brother.
can tell
That's
you a
awesome.
few things,
That's
actually.
Right on.
You never got charged, eh?
Nope.
Not a single charge. Walked
22
out.
hours and walked out with no paper.
So no bond.
No bond.
I tried to bond him out. I couldn't. They wouldn't set a bond until he seen a judge.
I never even saw a judge.
So no magistrate, no nothing. eh?
Nothing. They just walked in and said, "You're out of here."
So Brian's one that
That's
helped
North
you out?
Korea
Yep.
stuff.
Brian was on the phone with the prosecutor saying this is bullshit.
It's actually Korea.
Korea.
If you look at the signs, there is no North Korea. It's Korea.
Right,
Okay.
it's just Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Korea.
South
yeah.
Korea is America.
Right,
USA.
right. South Korea is American, then you've got Korea. That's
Yeah,
right.
If you look, if the signs when they zoom in on that Kim Jong-un, it's Korea.
Right.
It's not called North
Never
Korea.
called North Korea. You're right.
Well,
I've never noticed that.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for pointing
didn't
that out, man. That was a little snippet of information that I've never noticed before.
So next time I'll say Korea.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to say.
That's right.
Korea, yeah. They're the people that annihilated us in the war. We couldn't take them.
Right.
We came back running.
Right.
60 years.
Right, right. Yeah, the Korean War was a failure, big time.
Did you
I
guys
agree.
enjoy the pizza?
Yes.
Yes.
That was awesome. Thanks.
Were
Yeah,
you
it's not
you're in the white truck? Did you give us the
First one.
The
And
first
then-
one?
Then
Oh,
everybody
sweet.
started
Oh,
calling
okay.
in to donate.
No.
Because
That was crazy.
You give the what the hell do you call them things? Those energy things, those drinks?
Energy drinks,
you
yeah.
can't drink
Red
those.
Bulls?
Why can't you drink those?
Should've
I'm
messed
like
with your
on
heart,
the
bro.
edge of high blood pressure,
Okay.
and they don't want me drinking any of that crap. So I drink sometimes. I drink it anyway.
So you're from around here?
Yeah, I live over that way.
And you're from Lansing?
Yeah.
And where are you at?
I'm out toward Dundee.
Wow, that's way down.
I'm out there by Crooked Tree Landscape.
Oh, by Cabela's.
Oh, okay, I know where you're at.
Yeah.
Right off the Garrison or something?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody knows he lives on Garrison now.
Yeah, the whole world knows where I live. And I ain't scared.
The whole world knows he lives on Garrison. That's hilarious.
I'm like, First Amendment audit.
Oh, that was you at the post office.
You
Okay.
at the post office?
Like, what about him? He's like, whatever.
Yeah, right. He was pissed. It was so funny.
Yeah, because I've seen every single one of them all the way from, well, doing bail bonding. I was a bail bondsman for 11 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I used to be a process server, so.
Oh, okay, you used to serve people.
Yep.
Yeah, and what people don't understand.
My area was Detroit because everybody else was afraid to do it.
See, what people
And I was
don't
born
understand
there,
is
so.
The city of Corunna is a corporation. You know that, don't you?
Mhm.
So do you know that McDonald's is a corporation too, right?
Right.
So can McDonald's take you to court and charge you for something?
No.
No.
If you stand up and state a name that's not yours. It's called personal jurisdiction.
Huh.
Okay? The courts can't tell you who you are. You don't own your name. You
Right.
can't change it.
Well, that's where you go to the clerk's
No,
office.
no. Eric Cleveland, get out here. Stand up and state your name for the record. I'm sole beneficiary of the name Eric Cleveland. I'm here by special appearance and not general appearance.
Yeah.
And you have to say that.
That's corporation
because they
law.
can't. They can't. They have to give you factual evidence stating that you're not the sole beneficiary. Then the judge says, "What I call you?" Say beneficiary. As soon as he fucking says it, bam. See, that's personal jurisdiction. And then they're missing something in district court is after you state your name, that prosecutor is supposed to stand up and show that you signed a contract to not violate a statute in this town. They skip that, and he says, Eric Cleveland, you're being charged with blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? And you're supposed to say, I object. I went through 1,000 court cases. I couldn't even convince people enough. You don't own your name.
No, you don't. That's why when the
you
government
can
sends
own
you
your name.
papers,
Do you
it's
know
all
how to do that?
capitalized.
Yes, you can recreate
Okay, it
your
sounds
name.
to me like you
the
kinda know
creator
those.
is the controller.
Right.
All right? The creator is the controller. So if
Well,
I were to
you
give,
own-
let's give you
We
give you an
owned our
example.
name when we were born
Birth
for
record.
5 years.
Birth record. No.
And
Birth
then after the
record,
5 years, it dropped.
No. It goes from a birth record. They keep your placenta. All right.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
All right. So
Oh, they
now,
do.
So
Well, I
now,
don't know,
guess
but
what? Guess
when
what
did
the
they start
hospital?
doing that?
Guess what the hospital does? The hospital puts in the newspaper. Eric Cleveland just had a new baby boy. This and that. They're not doing that because they're happy. There's DNA left at the hospital that somebody's supposed to claim. You don't claim that DNA, it's called a bounty. The bounty becomes a birth certificate. We're the only mammals in this world that gets cut. Why would we cut our umbilical cord? Why can't we all be born at once and cut it afterward? Because it makes us divisible. All right? And when you listen to the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, it is indivisible. You're not indivisible, you're divisible, you got cut. All right? So then you take the baby and weigh it in pounds and ounces. Then you take the placenta and weigh it in kilograms. Desperate times for desperate measures. Split it up. You know, it's the way it goes like that.
Information.
So-
That's some good information. You sound smart, brother. You got my card? Did I give you my card?
I don't have any
Okay,
card.
I got
okay,
some.
here's a quick thing. So let's say I got personal jurisdiction over you because I was the creator of the name. The creator becomes the controller.
Because I don't own
correct?
my name.
Correct.
That's why you can do that.
Correct.
But what
So-
I'm trying to say
No,
to
no,
you
let
is
me-
that
let
you
me-
can own your name.
If you step back, but
Process.
you
There's
gotta
a
be a
process.
dead entity to do commerce in America. You cannot be a live person and get a bank account. You can't be a live person and get a driver's license. You have to be a commerce, which is a dead entity. If you look at your driver's license, it's all capital
Yeah,
letters.
just like all
That's
your
a
court papers, all
corporation.
capitalized.
So,
Capitalized. That's
yes,
all
you can
corporation
change
law.
it, but you still
No,
have
no,
to be
I'm
part
not
of the
talking about
machine.
changing it.
So now
Me and
they-
you are on the same page,
now
but
they
we're
got,
just
they
kind
got
of...
personal jurisdiction
Go on.
over your name in 1933. Now let's just say that I created a vaccine that changed your DNA. You're no longer created by God, you're created by me. Creator becomes a controller.
Yes.
All right?
That's some truth right there, brother.
Okay.
That's some scary truth. And that's
All right.
what's coming with the vaccines. They're going to alter our
Okay,
DNA.
Back it up though. What's the test do?
I'm not sure.
Okay, the test had the stuff on the Q-tips from the stuff from the Malaysian 370 flight. The flight that went down, the mysterious flight.
That disappeared.
You got to see who was on that flight.
Yeah.
People that own the patent for the smart dust and nanotechnologies died. The smart
Ah.
dust patent went to a really good family called the Rothschild Enterprises. They're probably really good people, though, right?
Right, yeah,
They're
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
Oh, the Rothschilds,
That was
yeah.
2015. The Malaysian flight was just a new Titanic.
Right.
J.P. Morgan loaded all these people on the Titanic, put it in the middle of the ocean, and blew the fucking thing in 2 pieces.
Right.
You ever heard of a fucking ship ever hitting an iceberg? Ever?
And collapsing and cracking
Ever?
into, yeah.
And it just so happens in 1913, but you got to count the 70 years. 1789 to 1859, what happened? Civil War. That's when Abraham Lincoln had the Constitution changed. It went from the Constitution for the United States to the Constitution of the United States. Of in Black's Law Dictionary means to be without. Constitution without the United States. That was after the Civil War. So then you take 70 years after that, you got 1929. What happened there? The Great Depression. Guess what? Franklin Roosevelt got a bunch of money, emptied all our gold supply, took everything out of Fort Knox, made everything illegal to have gold, and gave all the way to pay the interest, got more money, and gave up a personal jurisdiction for everybody's name. Okay? 70 years later takes you to 1999. Newt Gingrich, Bill Clinton, and Alan Greenspan put up the dividends, gave us 20 years later. 20 years later takes us to 2019. We got to pay a debt.
Yep.
Some president that runs this country just got a check for $6.2 trillion. Aren't we $20 trillion in debt?
Yep.
What did he give that money for? Okay, we'll make everybody take the vaccine, but we got to make them beg for it. How do we do this?
Yep.
We make them take a test, do the nasal mucus thing, shove some stuff in their nose. Guess what's coming on? Guess what he passed? 5G and beyond. We got the worst pandemic in the world. We want to make sure you have internet in 180 days.
Well, what they want to do
Right.
is,
Guess what happened to 5G? You flick the switch on.
Exploded.
All these people have tests. They get sick, not feeling good. Now we're begging.
well, that's what
for
the
the
chemtrails are
vaccination.
for, to make us feel like we have symptoms, so we want to go
No,
get tested.
The 5G.
That's what I believe.
All these people, you don't put that stuff in your nose and consent to it.
Right.
Right.
And when you
Right.
consent to it, let's say you'll see the second wave when they flick the switch on. People get sick. Now we're running for the vaccine.
Right.
Nobody here is going to take it. We have to be more convinced.
Yep.
And that's what they'll start
Right.
doing. They'll start, as soon as they get all these small businesses closed,
Yep.
they'll just start weeding the way out. The only place we'll be able to eat is McDonald's and circus burgers.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
So, you gotta, it's
Yeah,
out there.
Joe,
that's
And
what
people,
we
are,
know.
people are waiting in line for this stuff.
You need to have a
5G
YouTube
is
channel.
Yeah, he does. This guy's got
Preach this stuff to everybody.
I wanted to help you about that administrative law because nobody realizes
Right.
that
It's a
a
corporation.
municipality that operates like a government is not the government,
Right.
Right.
right?
Corporation.
Okay.
You got to
Yeah.
sue them like a corporation.
So when you go to court, you have to go with affidavit of facts, notice of liability. Don't put a motion in because a motion is just telling their game that you accept it. Put an affidavit of fact and have them rebut it. If they don't rebut it, they can't take you to court for anything they don't rebut on that affidavit. And an affidavit of fact would be like, are you a U.S. United States police officer? Who are you hired by? Oh, you're hired by the city of Corunna. Then you take the prosecutor. Don't let him stand up. You say, I want factual evidence that you're employed by the city of Corunna to extort me. If you don't have any kind of factual evidence showing that you work for the city of Corunna, you're not to speak. That takes him right out of the picture. There's a whole different game. The district court is just administrative law. You go up there, state your name for the record. Well, it's not my name. I can't sell it. I can't, change it.
Right.
So all that is kind of, I mean, there's a lot to do it. When I did the bail bonding, it wasn't a very honorable job, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, it was something that you're part of the system, and I didn't like that.
Right.
So
Right.
Right.
I do construction, and that's kind of what I really like doing.
I
Right
used to
on.
do
And I do have a
construction, now I
YouTube
give
channel.
up.
It's called.
Huh?
I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Carpenter Cleveland.
Oh, okay, cool.
And there's just me doing stupid steel roofs and building houses and stuff around the area here.
Yeah, I gave all that shit up. I'm too old for that anymore, man. I did it for 20 years, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost 50. I've been doing it for 33 years.
Okay.
I'm almost
You
there.
know the game, man. You know the game. For
So-
sure. Heck yeah. So,
But-
yeah, man, hit me up, that number or whatever, man, and stay in touch with us, man. For sure.
Yeah, I will. Just if you ever see Carpenter Cleveland, and I text you the other
Well, I'll
day
look you up.
because I wanted to see what was going on with you, but I've been watching these audits since.
Carpenter Cleveland
was
on
it
YouTube,
was
guys.
it
Right?
was
Carpenter
actually,
Cleveland.
Who was the very first one? Oh, News Now Playford. JC Playford was the very first. News
Oh,
Now.
yeah.
He
Have
was
you
the-
ever heard of Rod Reiner?
I
He's in
think so.
Michigan here. He
Yeah.
does a lot of the
Yeah,
stuff
Sue
you're
Jane,
talking about, like
that's
the
what we're working
like-
on.
like he does claim your name, go and claim your
be
name at the
respectful,
clerks,
Michael.
take your
You
name
don't know
back,
this man from the next.
stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
He's pretty.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that. I sat through the courts, thousands of court cases from here all the way to Jefferson Parish Prison in New Orleans, and seeing how they do the operate the court system. You have to state your name. You can't tell you who you are. You have to tell them.
Yeah, you have to
This is your
verbally
name.
state your name.
And so if you're going to state a name that's not yours to a man in a black dress, you deserve it coming to you.
Yep.
So,
What about, how's that how's that intertwined with maritime law? Isn't that what most courts ran off of?
That's admiralty. There's admiralty law. There's equity law, and there's there's another one. I can't remember what the other one is. But the crime at district, the prosecutor is sitting at the victim's table. There's no victim there.
Right.
So, you know, the prosecutor can only submit evidence of fact, but it's not factual evidence because he's second hand.
Gotcha.
So the whole thing is you either plead guilty or we're supposed to give you a jury trial, but if we give you a jury trial, we're going to give you a year in jail if you lose.
Right.
Well, that's not really what you're supposed to do.
Right, right,
You know?
right.
And if it's all right to lie when I plead, but it's not all right to lie when I'm doing it, because people have to lie to plead a case down.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we won't arrest you for trespass or MDOP, we'll get you for trespassing.
Right.
Well, I didn't trespass, that's all right, they'll accept it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like I got pulled over for a broken windshield
Now, when you
for
get-
one time, and they was like, "Well, I'm not going to write you for that. I'm going to write you for littering
Yeah.
because he didn't want it to affect my CDL."
Which is his, in the subject matter jurisdiction for driving, you sign up for that every year.
Right.
Not every year, every time you get a license,
Yeah.
you sign up where you could be carrying $1 million in your pocket, but you jump in the driver's seat of that vehicle, that's illegal. They can take it from you.
Right.
Civil asset forfeiture.
Right.
But out on the sidewalk, they can't touch it. But you touch that car
Because of your driver's license.
You signed it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
like being in the military with the UCMJ.
Right.
You sign that. But when you come into Corunna, you didn't sign for none of them ordinances or codes.
That's right.
So the Constitution is there,
Supersedes.
but the statute screws up all the ordinances. You know, it goes towards the Constitution. It's
Right.
not the same. So,
Right. Right.
yeah, if you go all through that stuff and kind of back up and take a look at what's going on, it just keeps going. They're going to have you go into court and state your name, and he doesn't even have jurisdiction over you, but he's going to get it as soon as you say I understand.
Right.
And after you say I understand, everything you say out of your mouth, it becomes babble.
Yep.
You ain't nothing but babbling.
Yeah, they don't hear anything else after that.
You know, as soon as you state a name that's not yours, then you accept the jurisdiction, it's babble. So you have to stop right in the tracks and you back right up, but everybody's doesn't want to ride the bench out there for 2 hours and come back and do this and do that, but people need to learn what affidavit of fact is and notice
I agree
liability and a
notably, Nova.
declaration.
You need to pick up a camera, brother, and become an auditor and a cop watcher. Huh?
I support you guys.
Well, we need that kind of support too, but I think you'd be awesome at it.
But, yeah, maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
All right, guys.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
So much, brother.
Thanks for
All right, man. Have a good one.
Especially you, brother.
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank
All right,
you.
man. You have a good night.
Hey, what was your YouTube channel again?
Carpenter Cleveland.
I only got a couple gay little videos on there.
It's all right, brother. We'll check it out. We'll sub, man. My
Stuff like
people will
that,
sub.
so I'm the one that owned the Cleveland bail bonding downtown
Okay.
since 2002. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, brother.
Oh, my little
Yeah, I did. I hand out my cards like I hand out the plague.
my little light came in handy.
What's that?
My little light came in handy, so we could see who we were
That thing's
talking
vicious.
to.
Right, yeah.
Bright ass light.
And it wasn't even all the way up. I mean,
That was a bright light. I need me one of those.
look at how bright it is when I turn it all the way up.
I
There you
can
go.
imagine. Wow, look at that thing's bright. Nice. Yes, today has been a great day, everybody. Today's been, it was more than I expected.
warmed up.
It was so much more than I expected.
Warmed up.
That was phenomenal. We're still waiting for the council meeting to end. So I want to actually,
Wow, so you didn't like that guy. Okay, well, to each his own.
we will see. That's the second person that's come out and said yes to 3 votes higher. So that's awesome. That is awesome. Very productive day. There you go, Carpenter Cleveland. There you go. Appreciate that steak fries. Everybody check that fella out, man. He's got some knowledge. I'd have to sit down with him and talk some more to really wrap my head around everything he's saying, but I am familiar with corporation law and how all that works out and why your name is in capital letters on all of your legal documents. America's
Oh, I'd
been
love to get an
corporatized for a
interview
long
with
time,
Churros.
Corporatized for a long time, ever since 1913 with the Federal Reserve Act.
An apology would definitely be nice, but I know that won't happen.
That's right. We let everybody have their opinion. No, that's not a joint. Oh, 'cause not yet.
Dracula 256, the chief was fired, effective immediately.
Yes, everybody has the right to their own opinion, and we do let them have it. We try to respect it for the most part.
But a private channel does reserve the right.
8th 3N2, we already
Right,
went
this is
in
my
and
house.
I
Don't
spoke
come in my
my
house
piece
asking me.
in front of the council at the
Disagree
very
with me
beginning of
in
the
what I do.
meeting, and then
Respectful.
a minute or two after that, they said they were terminating the chief, effective immediately.
I'm a free man. I'm telling you that now. I am free.
Yep.
I don't-
It's good to be free.
I'm free in my mind, and that's where it's the most important. Because you can't be free physically until your mind is free, and that's 100% true. If you don't look at the matrix you're in and know what's going on around you and see how you're being manipulated and used as collateral for debt, then you deserve what you got coming, I guess. Question everything. That's my motto. No, that was not Justin Pulliam in the meeting, Misty Knight. We are in Corunna, Michigan, not Leon Valley.
That's funny.
That's right. Free your mind and your ass will follow. We got Chief Churros fired. He is gone. I figured we was going to have to be out here all week, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure glad they fired his ass because it's getting cold. Time to move on to the next one. Allegan County. That sheriff, those officers got to get fired too.
Oh yeah, Catherine Henry's going to handle them.
I'd like
But
to
we
handle
def-
some too.
But we definitely got to head over there for an audit. But right, I'm telling you, me and Michigan went over there already, dude. That jail is inaccessible.
And that guy we talked to was awesome.
Yeah, the jailer that we
Yeah.
talked to, he was a super cool deputy. He was super cool. I haven't put that footage up yet, but we went to Allegan County, Michigan, where constitutional attorney Catherine Henry was arrested on election day by the Allegan County Sheriff's Department at the behest of the Allegan County prosecuting attorney. Without warrant, arrested her for not breaking the law. Okay.
Dracula
So,
256, watch my
we're
video
definitely
of
gonna
him
be in
arresting me
Allegan County
unlawfully
holding them tyrants
and
accountable
what he
as well.
said live on the stream.
And see what kind of a difference we can make there, if any. You know, we still got Detroit on our hands that we've got to deal with, and all of the tyrants over there. But we'll be working on that as well. So you guys, you can stay tuned. We're waiting for this meeting to get over. We're just kind of hanging out.
Okay, Michael in Houston, we're not doing the political thing.
Been,
No
an
presidential
hour long.
stuff,
I think
please.
It's only an hour and a half long, so it's only about another 30 minutes, I think, and then this meeting will be over. And the
Yes, that was me that got
governor-
unlawfully arrested.
Hopefully we can get some of them on record.
Yes, the chief is fired, QT.
Fired.
Effective
Hey,
immediately.
Appreciate it, brother. We're doing good. We're staying warm in the truck right now. We was inside the city hall meeting, the city council meeting, where we just learned that Chief Churros is fired. There will be a new interim chief coming in, and Chief. I heard him say Chief Swartz, but he called it something else. He said Chief something else.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the guy's
I
name
have
is.
to watch the video back to see what he said, but I thought it was Chief Swartz, but apparently it's something else.
We need to check his file
Mhm.
to make sure he doesn't have what, you know what I mean?
Well,
'Cause he may
apparently,
just be bringing another one in, fill another one.
Well, they were talking about, they talked to people in the communities he's previously served.
so they've looked at him.
They've already looked at him, and I think they're going to do more thorough searching now that they've... Huh?
Have looked at it.
Yeah, the council members.
If you want to trust them,
No,
Trust
I'm...
them.
No.
It's just, we're going to do our own investigation for sure. But he's from Gaines, Michigan. He was the chief of police in Gaines, Michigan.
And he worked 25 years in Flint Township. He retired from there.
Police chief, and he was the police chief of Boston before he went to Ann Arbor. So they're just kicking their trash over to Ann Arbor now.
Right, right. Well, we're going to hold this guy accountable too. If he thinks he's not going to be held to the fire, he's got another thing coming, especially after what just happened here.
Thank you,
So,
Michael.
We will do our own investigation into this incoming interim sheriff. We will start getting information on him, and we'll bring that to light to make sure he's on the up and up. We will be back to Corunna to make sure we hold this police department accountable again. Yes, the chief needs to be jailed. From my understanding, the sheriff and the prosecuting attorney from Shiawassee County have discussed that possibility of charging the sheriff. If that happens, we'll bring that information to you as well. We will be keeping ourselves abreast to what's going on here in Corunna and bringing that information to you as soon as it's available to us. In the meantime, you can check out Argus Press.
No, none of the state boys were wearing body cams either.
Previously done stories on the Corunna PD, so check them out. That's Argus, A-R-G-U-S, Argus Press. Yes, they charge for their service, but you know they got to make money, right? You buy a newspaper out of the machine or off the counter. Well, you can buy one online from Argus Press, and as soon as this story comes out, I will be buying my copy. Yes, indeed.
That's right, QT. He did learn the hard way. I tried to warn him.
Yeah, you did.
He didn't want to listen.
That's the funniest part.
Or the politely do.
Yeah, Michigan Constitutional Crusader.
I would
The
not
cop
have
says, you're going to
never
learn the hard way, and he says, no, you're going to learn the hard way, and he's like, fuck you.
been some-
Yep.
I've seen that video 100 times, I bet. All right then, Blue Line, appreciate you being here, brother.
Yeah, I've watched my video a bunch of times too, and I'm trying to think. It's like, I don't think there's anything better I could have done.
No, you did it.
I kept my composure
and
and
different,
I
man.
think you did it perfect.
The way you handled yourself was perfect, man. That chief, he just, you gave him enough rope just to hang himself.
Me?
You was respectful. You wasn't demeaning. You wasn't using, abrasive language. You didn't resist. That was evident in the video.
Right.
So that was a bogus charge right there.
Yeah.
Off jump. So, no loss, Cobb. The chief was not here. I guess he didn't want to get his walking papers in person. He's going to wait for them to come in the mail.
He didn't want to see us.
Bloodline. Yes, Corunna police are bad, and we're taking
Thank
care
you,
of it.
Michael.
Argus Press just posted the story on Facebook. Check out Argus Press on Facebook. They just posted the story. That Chief Chero.
Wow, thanks, QT.
That's the difference we make here. We got to come up with like a group name for us, man. Like, James Madison Audit.
Right.
Rogue Nation did with Bang Action, Bolt Action News Group. Bang.
Right.
Then we're going to have to come up with one for our little group we got going here.
Definitely.
We're growing. We are growing, guys. We got Uncovering America, who had to work today, so he could not be here. Michigan Watcher did show up. He's been out with us once before, been out a couple times before with Eyes.
Yeah, Michael, I didn't have to supply any rope. He had all kinds of rope himself. He built that hanging tree for himself and everything.
Yeah, he put the noose around his neck, threw it over the limb, and pulled it himself.
Yeah.
And then kicked his own horse in the ass. What an idiot.
Oh, looky there, guys. It's snowing out here now.
Freaks.
There we go. First snowfall out here.
It's snowing, yeah. It's snowing. See I don't think it's going to get that bad. It's just spitting snow a little bit.
Yeah.
Kick it into four-wheel drive. That's what the frickin' mobile does.
That thing actually does really good in the snow.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's front-wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eyes will be all over the road in this one-ton mobile home. Is it? It's a 350? Oh, wow. So that's what, a ton and a half, isn't it?
Well,
2
my
tons?
F-150 weighs 5,600
Well,
pounds.
I'm saying what they're saying. Like a 1,500 or a 150 is a 1 ton, is a half ton, and then a 2,500 is a 1 ton, and
no, that's
it's a
3/4.
3/4 ton. So a 3,500 is a 1 ton. You got
Right.
1 ton. Yeah.
But I had 3,900 pounds of scrap metal in the back of my half-ton truck.
I guess I pronounced that right.
Whoops, sorry guys. I wasn't paying attention to where my camera
We're
went.
at the
Sorry.
city council meeting. We're waiting for it to wrap up. They're inside. Their first order of business today was to fire Chief Chiros. He was let go without cause. He is no longer the chief. They've already got an interim chief who's coming into place. So he is gone. He will not make it to his happy retirement day. Bye-bye, Felicia. See you later.
An article is on the Argus Press Facebook page. Just a notice stating
family, that is my next step.
Corunna City Council just voted to terminate Chief Nick Churros immediately following a Friday incident.
His door and knock on it and ask him for a comment. Hand him my freaking media card and ask him for his comment. Appreciate that, Dark Side Audits. Yeah, there's a mountain of calls, but they didn't want that in the record, Oscob. The city's trying to distance themselves from the chief in hopes that they won't be liable in the coming lawsuits.
Yeah, whatever you guys do, don't try to call the ex-chief of police in Corunna and congratulate him on his learning experience.
So that's what, man, it didn't take us long, did it, guys?
No.
Where? Who's chat? You should be. You should be. I don't even, well, make a comment and I'll make you a mod. I didn't take that away. I guess you two did.
Yes, I have to agree. Thanks to everybody who supported me, mirrored my video. And I have to thank all the local support from all the people here in Corunna when we were out there protesting that were driving by and giving us the thumbs up and everything.
Oh, well, I don't see it. Hold on, guys. I got a lot of eyes over here. I'm looking for his hey everybody comment, but I don't see it. Not blocked, are you? I don't see nothing yet. Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna have to see if you're blocked or something. I'm gonna have to go on YouTube, my YouTube studio, and see if you're in my list of blocked. I don't know why you would be blocked unless I had this happen with Political Trans Tribute.
Oh, I got a name for our group. How about Tyrant Cleaners News?
Huh?
How about Tyrant Cleaning News?
Tyrant Cleaning News. Yeah, well, you're recording and your finger accidentally clicks on somebody's username, and you can accidentally click on block or whatever, any of that shit. It happened to me on Political Trans Tribune's channel. I was blocked the whole time he was out in California with San Joaquin Valley Transparency. And then when he got back to Texas, he got on his computer and unblocked me. I've got mods.
I know you do, but I'm not seeing that one. Is there any in the chat?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, Steak Fries, Dirty Mike, they're in there. Those are mods.
It's not showing on my end. See? It's not showing anything. It's just
Huh. That is just weird. Dirty South, thank you. I appreciate that. Here comes the infinite echo. Yeah, Gorf, that was pretty fast, wasn't it? Yeah, I get home, bro. I have to get on YouTube Studio and find out.
I don't know if he gets to keep his pension benefits. I'm assuming no, because he was fired. That's why I'm still standing out here waiting for this meeting to be over so I can speak with the mayor or a council member and get some more clarity on that. Boy, I'm going to go sit in my car. It's cold out here. What's up, guys? Tyrant Slayers Media. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, the placenta thing, that was kind of strange. I've never heard any of that before. But I was interested in listening because, I'm always out to learn something new. I'm not afraid of extra knowledge. I mean, yeah, it might sound a little far-fetched, but who knows? If we look into it, it might be completely spot on. We don't know. Donut Trap Media. There you go. Yes, the jumper was talked off the tower successfully with no injuries. And I never did mention his name, and I'm not going to. Somebody posted a meme of Trump doing his "you're fired" thing on the Argus Press website. I gotta look at that. That's funny. Thank you, Jack. It wasn't me alone. It was the help of this community of people that watch these videos and the community here in Corunna, Michigan. Nobody wants to tolerate it. So I have to thank all of you for this, because I couldn't have done this on my own. No, he had already turned in his resignation papers back in early October, I think it was, and that was to take effect on January 1st. So basically he was retiring on January 1st, but they just fired him. He doesn't get to wait till January 1st. Yeah, that's some pretty scary shit, isn't it, Melissa? Oop, sorry, I said the S word. Thank you, QT. That's right, we the people have spoken, and I ain't shutting up. Yes, the chief has been fired effective immediately. Thank you, Mr. Morgensen. Hope I didn't butcher your name too bad, sorry. Hey, there we go. We'll call it the Tyrant Termination Squad News Group. A seafood steak feast or something. No, this is what we do this for. This is the outcome we wanted. We don't need anything extra. Well, Phyllis, you never know with government. Sometimes people can get fired and still keep their benefits. So I want to clarify that he lost his benefits too. That's why we're still hanging out here waiting. Right on, D. Johns. Tell AFA thank you. Thank you, Active Audit. That's what it's all about. I try to be respectful. I lost my cool a little bit at the Penobscot building after the people attacked frickin' media, but I try my best to keep it professional as possible. That's correct. Knowledge is power. Everyone should know the Constitution and the Bill of Rights front to back. Well, the chief lives out in Swartz Creek, so I don't think Corunna PD reserve officers would be out there, but who knows? He might have a security detail from somewhere. I don't know. I'm not going anywhere near there. Well, oh, what's that? Thank you, Shardever. Thank you, Pen and the Sword. Right on, Michael. News Now Houston. I've been watching him for a long time. He was kind of my inspiration to get started on this. His cool, collected demeanor is what I'm trying to emulate with my audits. So that's a shout out for News Now Houston. It was a cheap knife, so I'm not really worried about it, but I am going to try my best to get it back out of principle. Thanks again, QT, for that comment. Well, it takes a community like you all for us to win like this. All those phone calls from everyone, that was so helpful. I think the council knew that they had no choice but to fire him. I don't think my standing up there and speaking my piece had anything to do with it. They already had it in the plans to fire him tonight. I still had to make sure I spoke my piece. Nobody called in death threats that I know of. I'll use my Elmer Fudd voice. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting tyrants. Yes, they're open to the public. I was trying to film in there, but it's in the basement, so I didn't have a very good signal. So I don't know how much of that inside there anybody was able to catch. Hopefully the part that was recorded and saved on my phone is better than what you guys could see. I agree. When I was in the jail and the jailers came in and told me about people calling 911, just call bombing, it definitely lifted my spirits, y'all. So that was very helpful. Make sure you do that for any auditor that gets jailed for standing his ground. Thank you, Dirty Mike. Well, I talked to a lieutenant at the state police, and they don't feel that their troopers did anything wrong. Of course, I don't agree with that, and I stated as much. And that's something maybe I'll revisit later after I'm done with Chief Churros. Hello, Telder from Illinois. You keep fighting for that money, Timmy. Hello, Jimmy from Maryland. Greetings to you too, 528 Blondie in Wisconsin. Oh, exactly, and that's why I had no problem with stepping back some. And I asked them if standing at that pole was okay, and they agreed, and then all of a sudden the chief made a decision that he now regrets. Oh yeah, I'm 100% pro-police, but only for the good police. Like I've said before in my videos, I have 2 uncles and a grandfather that retired from the Detroit police. I have no problem with good police. I am not a cop hater. I respect those that respect the badge they wear and honor their oath. The ones that don't are the ones I have a problem with. Timmy Lloyd needs some subs, y'all. Hook him up. Thank you, Lanley. No, I wouldn't say the troopers were that bad, but they could have stood up to the chief and stopped him from violating my rights. I mean, that is part of the oath. They swore to uphold the Constitution. Still just sitting here waiting for this meeting to get over with. Thank you, WW Oklahoma. Oh, there are good cops. There are cops that'll step in and say, "Whoa, you're crossing the line." I've seen it in person myself. Yeah, maybe I should start an educational program and go into police departments and train them and use that video as a training tool. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I have seen that on YouTube videos where another cop will step in and say, "Whoa, you're going too far." Cops grow weed at sewage lagoons? Okay, Timmy. Oh, the stories I could tell from back when I used to deliver pizza as a kid. That was out in Livingston County, Michigan. Man, the cops out there back in the day. Whew. Time to get out, I guess.
What else is new? Start cheering. Everybody start clapping when when the council members walk out. Everybody start clapping when they're firing the chief.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're all getting up. Cool.
Oh, my back. Jeez, what did I do?
Are they coming out these doors?
I don't know. Looks like it. They're coming up the ramp. Oh, I need a back brace in the worst way.
You know that police officer that was down there? His car's been sitting there running this whole time.
For an hour and a half, his car's been sitting there burning fuel. Imagine.
Almost 2 hours.
Well, they say for emergency, if he's
Right.
in emergency response mode, they can leave their vehicles running so their computers don't have to boot up.
Right.
It takes time for their computers to boot up instead of putting them on a backup battery.
I'm right at the end here.
Why are we doing this? No.
I know, right?
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Not bad. Have any comments on the Chief Chiro situation?
I don't know anything about it.
No? Okay.
He got fired.
Oh my gosh.
It's snowing. It wasn't when you went in. What a surprise, huh?
It wasn't.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Could any of you guys by chance let me know with the chief being fired, does that mean he loses all his benefits?
Are they on the board?
Yeah. Okay.
No?
Guess no comment.
No comment? It's all right. He ain't getting his pension anyway. You are.
We'll make sure that.
Where'd the mayor go? You sneak out a back door or something?
I didn't figure we would either. Nobody wants to go on the record anymore. I can't believe it's snowing.
Mayor might have snuck out a back door.
No. There's still people in there. Still see 3, 4.
Oh yeah, the mayor's still down there.
There's at least 5 people still in
The
there.
mayor's still down there in his plaid.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Oh man, my back. Oh, smokies. Woo. Oh, Dirty Mike always. I got a 4-wheel drive. I'll be okay. No, he's not the interim chief. He did not get a promotion. The interim chief will be coming from Gaines, Michigan. Sorry if I'm a little shaky, guys. It got a whole lot colder out here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think the temperature dropped probably 10 degrees, didn't it?
It sure seems like it.
I think it's the water. The water.
The water, the moisture? Could be. Very well could be. Are you from Corunna? No, you don't live in Corunna? Okay. Top of the hot rod Prius is white. What's going on?
I should come up with some windshield wipers for people like me.
I
And
can't
it
even
goes
stand
like
up
this.
straight. Oh my gosh. I did something to my back.
There you go. You could design
That
those.
would make tons of money. Wouldn't it?
Right?
Man, I can't even stand up.
Some forehead wipers.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, here, take this. 'Cause I'll never use that.
What? Oh, okay.
I didn't hardly even have it on.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Gonna have to rub the icy hot all over the back.
Where'd he go?
I'm looking.
He just disappeared out of
No,
view.
he's in there. No, he ain't.
All right. Well,
No, he's not in there. Did he come out the other side?
I don't know.
it's been real.
I didn't. He's not in there that I see.
Unless he put a jacket on.
Right. I only seen 3 people in there. Oh, I gotta walk to the right. And hunched over. My back is killing me. Oh my goodness. There's no cars over here. So, yeah,
So he's got to still be in there. Maybe he went to the restroom or something.
look at the snow. What happened, guys? Look at the snow. It is coming down. Yeah, the cold is definitely making my muscles tense up. Absolutely. 100%. I agree. And it sucks.
That it does.
No, that's not much snow, Dirty Mike, but this is technically, I guess, our first snow this year. Or of this winter season, rather. That's right, we got our Christmas present early. Chief Giros was fired.
That's right. That's a good Christmas present for every one of us citizens of the United States.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Roger Rabbit. Appreciate it, brother. We got this chief fired. He was just fired by the city council at 7 o'clock this evening. He is no longer the chief. They will have an interim chief.
I'm going to step inside this vestibule, put my mask on, and step in there.
Will he get his pension? Well, he'll probably get his pension. May have be, may have not. But if he does get it, I guarantee Michigan Constitutional Crusader is coming after it. So he's not secure in that pension yet. That's right, we're like the post office. We're out here in the rain, the sleet, the snow, the wind.
There used to be a casino here.
we will see if I can keep a signal right here.
I still got a good signal up here.
Well, I haven't buffed out yet, so apparently I still have a good signal. Trying to stay out the snow a little bit. Well, hopefully we can get this mayor on record, is what we're hoping for. I know my back doesn't hurt as bad in here. Afternoon or evening, how you doing? How you doing, guys?
Where's the mayor at? There he is.
There's the mayor. From you, sir? For media? No comment?
I just want to say thank you, sir.
All right. We appreciate it.
Thank you very
We really
much.
do, guys.
Can you clarify one thing for me, Mr. Mayor?
You might have to follow with that one.
Could you clarify one thing for me? As far as the termination, does that mean he loses his benefits? No comment?
No comment.
All right.
Now, you heard it from the mayor himself. No comment on whether Chief Chiros retains his pension. All I can say is that Mr. Constitutional Crusader is coming after said pension. So either way, he's not getting his pension.
So you heard it there. The mayor has no comment on whether or not the chief keeps his pension.
And so is this city council meeting. It is over. Is that Officer Stone? How you doing, buddy? Have a good night. Hey, take it easy on them slick streets.
All right, y'all. I think I'm going to cut this live feed now.
All right, guys, you've seen it.
And get warm.
News right here. Uncut,
Thank you, everybody, for your support. All the council members are leaving now, and we are out of here.
And Michigan Watcher here at the Corunna City Council meeting, where Chief Chiros was just fired.
Have a good one, y'all. I'm cutting the feed.
Charged criminally for his behavior. Good job.